So that was the feelings, the action, the characters, and the engagement of the F.A.C.E that we wanted to talk to you about today. Brands have been around forever. Brand storytelling has been around for quite a long time, but this new model, this new version of brand storytelling really allows us to take the modern technology and the modern digital portfolio, or the modern digital platforms, and to be able to build something amazing for our potential audience members that might want to hear our brand story. So basically, again, what it all boils down to, and I hope that you're able to do this for your scenario, is just put a face on it. We've had a great time with you here today.
Absolutely.
I'm just beside myself excited. I can't wait to go and pour through the Facebook group. I wasn't able to look in there at all. And even if we don't see it in there today, hopefully you guys are going to pop in there and keep the conversation going over the days and weeks to come. I hope also that you'll find a way to keep in touch with Emily and I. We'd love for you to follow us on Twitter. If you'd like, you could look us up there. And I believe that you can also find our links to our Twitter profiles on the Facebook page. I believe Shannon posted those in there.
But wait, everybody, there's more.
What?
Yes.
More?
Bonus content.
Oh my gosh.
Encore material.
All right, all right. Well,
actually, what's left are your questions. And we want to, unfortunately, we are getting close to the 1 o'clock hour, which is, when we told you we would be done. But if anybody has anything they'd like to ask right now, please feel free to do so in the chat area. And anything that we can't address within these last few minutes, we definitely want to continue the conversation with you all on the Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who is our audience? Is a question we have floated up here. Today our audience is a bunch of educators, students, individuals who are looking to promote an idea or their new business, entrepreneurs. Specifically for this presentation, we put it together in collaboration with World Upside Down. As I mentioned earlier, they are a nonprofit organization who wants to make arts education accessible and affordable. In addition to that, though, we were partnering with the NMC and with HP and their e-learning initiative to put forth a presentation that could help spark entrepreneurial ideas.
Right, and while Emily's talking about who we think our audience is, I've been spending a lot of time thinking about those people that haven't even heard of us yet. If you Google brand storytelling, you're not going to find a lot of resources. You're not going to find a lot of very thick and very detailed resources because this is still a rather new and even ephemeral field. And I think what we're finding more than anything is that every day more people are finding out about and wanting to learn about brand storytelling. I feel like our audience is people that are just now hearing about brand storytelling and trying to figure out where they fit into this giant, giant topic.
And we have another question here from David, which says that he missed some of the content and is the presentation going to be available online? What we're going to do is process this presentation in an archive format, and we will share it on our Facebook group. And I'm hoping Shannon can pop that link in there again really quickly so it's right there available. And we're going to share it there, but we are also going to make it available to anyone who has registered or who attended. We'll send out an email blast.
All right. Any more questions out there? We have a whole minute and a half to answer them before we have to turn back into pumpkins.
Any thoughts for creating a brand storytelling experience for a debut novelist?
That's an interesting one because it's a story about the novelist who writes stories. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it seems really meta, right?
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I'd probably have to pick an established author and pretend how I would handle, like, Stephen King. How would I... He's kind of a creepy guy. That's probably the direction we would take. I guess it all boils down to what kind of a person do you want your readers to think you, the author, are? in a lot of ways, you play that character yourself as the author. You write about characters all the time, but like Rick Riordan, for instance, ends up being a character. People contact him all the time to ask about uh, the fictional characters that he writes about.
I was also thinking about Cheryl Strayed. She's the author of Wild, and she's getting ready to promote a new book, and I've been seeing a lot of different things that she's been doing online. Not too long ago, she was interviewing Gloria Steinem in Seattle. She also makes and promotes these different kinds of lists that she puts on Facebook, and really just tries to engage all of the individuals who are interested in her writing, to keep them informed of where she is, who she is, and what it is that she's doing.
Excellent.
Of course, this is also a great question to post out on the Facebook group.
Right.
I'm sure that there's a lot of other people who have thoughts and ideas, about this and would love to follow up and would love to hear your own ideas for, what you're thinking. Certainly, all of this hinges upon to who, you believe your audience is as an author and, ultimately the kinds of writing that you do.
And before we duck out, because we're about at that time, I would really like to encourage everybody to feel brave about posting what you create on the Facebook page. We have created a kind, loving community. That's you guys. You are that kind, loving community. And when people post their ideas and their projects, we all know that they're first attempts. We all know they're not going to be perfect. We're looking more at how we can help support the ideas than we are how we can
Poke holes in them.
Yeah, we're not looking to knock people over. We're not trying to blow out other people's candles to try and make ours burn brighter. Instead,
Spoken like a true camp counselor right here.
Instead, we're trying to make it so that everybody has a safe place to go and share their work.
Absolutely. And, ultimately our goal is to help all of you maybe just get a little bit more of a handle on brand storytelling and these, 4 component parts with the feelings, actions, characters, and engagement. And ultimately to help move your project, your product, or your business in a positive, productive direction.
Well, that was said so nicely. I think we're just going to have to stop the archive right there.
All right, it is just a few minutes after 1 o'clock, and again, want to thank everybody for being here and look forward to what's next within our Facebook community. Have a great afternoon, everybody.